Hey guys, what's up? This is coming from G&A today. So I went out with the Taurus TX22 some more today and shot a bunch more rounds through it today. I didn't keep round count, but I had to have shot at least 400 rounds. Okay, I'm breaking in here real quick. So this is after I've done all my editing. And as I edited, I actually counted how many mags I shot. And I actually shot 35 mags worth. Now, some of them were full 16, a lot of them were 15, some were 10 rounds. But on average, I mean, it's gonna be up closer to the 15. So really, I probably shot closer to 500 rounds, or probably even more than 500 rounds today. Okay, so I shot some other ammo to, again, just trying to get cheap, junky ammo that people have problems with. I tried Winchester M22, and that did give me problems. It was the very first stuff that I shot, and it caused issues. So, and I'll play the range video of that happening. I am shooting M22. We're going to shoot another 16 rounds of M22. The very first round jammed up. We'll see what it does. Same thing, the first round it jammed for some, well, it just didn't feed it. So I don't know if it's just not getting in the magazine right. That's what it looks like. Okay, M22 again, we'll see what it does. Didn't eject there. Okay, on that one there was a round in the chamber and it had a strike on it, but it did not ignite. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a pretty good strike on it, but the round did not ignite, so that is an ammunition failure right there. Shot that mag just fine. And I know it's the M22 because right after that I put in Remington Thunderbolt, which is some of the worst stuff. People just don't like that. And the Thunderbolt ran perfectly, I think, through 3 mags. Got some Thunderbolt now, see what it does. Okay, some Remington Thunderbolt. Fine. Try one more mag of Thunderbolt. Okay, another 16 rounds of Thunderbolt. Okay, that shot fine. Okay, another mag of Thunderbolt. And then after that, everything else ran fine. Now, once I did get to the end of the range session, I was getting where it wasn't feeding out of the mag properly. And I really think the reason for that is number one, I'm shooting rimfire 22 LR, and I was having it suppressed probably 2/3 of the rounds that I shot. And just that, on top of just the 22 round fouling it up, having the suppressor just put so much more back pressure in there that I think that's what happens. It just got so dirty after that many rounds, because I did a slight cleaning after the first time, but not a great one. Now, one other thing is I had 3 strikes on the primer, and they look like really good solid strikes, and they did not ignite. So it had to have been ammo, because those are really good strikes on there. So I'm gonna say that that is ammo. One is the M22 and 2 of them were CCI AR Tactical. So I think that was just dud ammunition. But for the most part, in those 400 rounds, man, this thing just ran very, very well. Okay, so people talk about guns being good suppressor hosts. This is an awesome suppressor host. I've got the big, huge mag. And man, when you're shooting steel with this, and I went out to a range today where they had all kinds of steel targets set up, and I had the range to myself. It was cold. It was just barely above freezing. It was like 35 degrees, and the wind was blowing about 15 to 20 miles an hour. I had the range to myself, so man, it was awesome. I kind of switched between bays several times, and man, just shooting suppressed on that is it is so much fun. If you are into guns and you're on the fence of whether you need to get a suppressor or not, do it. Just do it. I guarantee you it's worth it. It's worth the effort, and I've planned on making some videos about that, but there's plenty of good videos on YouTube about doing suppressors and stuff, but is just a blast to shoot like that. Okay, I am not a professional shooter. All right, I don't pretend to be a professional shooter. You don't see me wearing sponsor shirts or anything like that, okay? So I know people watch my videos and they're like, look at this idiot, look how crappy he is at shooting. Okay, I do the best I can. I love shooting and I want to get better, and I'm always gonna do my best to get better. So it's not like I'm intentionally shooting bad to people off, okay? Anyways, I set up a target at 20 yards and I shot 2 groups. And this is basically the target that the range wanted me to shoot with, so it's what I did. Okay, this is standard velocity, and this is at 20 yards. And I was shooting off a sandbag, and the wind was blowing 15 to 20 miles an hour, and there is this one little flyer out here, but I mean, at 20 yards, I think that's a decent group. Then later, okay, I ran a boar snake on this next group. I ran a boar snake, and then I shot 10 rounds to foul the barrel of the type, and then I shot a 10 round group right here, and I was shooting right at this 9, so it kind of got off a little bit to the left. I think it's pretty much Leon. I don't know exactly what happened there, but that's the group that I got at 20 yards off of a sandbag. And I mean, I'm just shooting this group with standard open sights, like a 3-dot sight, and so it's not like some precision sight that I'm shooting with. So I shot the M22, I shot Thunderbolt, I shot AR Tactical, I shot a lot of the CCR AR Tactical, I shot Federal Suppressor, I shot Ely Target, some Aguila Target, I shot some CCI Suppressor, so I shot a whole bunch of stuff. And again, this thing just ran very well. The M22 did not work, like I said, and at the end I had just a couple of hangups, but the more I think about it, I think those were due to the dud rounds, because that's whenever that was happening. All right, so I'm just gonna play a little bit of this range video. This will be coming from GNA today. Thanks for watching. All right, another 15 rounds of Federal Suppressor. Okay, I was shooting the Federal, now I'm shooting a CCI suppressor. Okay, shot that perfect. Okay, I'm gonna shoot 10 rounds suppressed of AR tactical, and I'm gonna shoot 10 rounds unsuppressed of AR tactical, and we'll see what the sound difference is. Okay. Target.